So, David, a 0-0 draw against City of Liverpool sees the playoff challenge end today, but thoughts on the game overall, first of all?
A fairly even game. I thought they had better chances though. I thought Tom Watson made a couple of great saves to keep us in it. And the longer that went on and Tom made those saves, I did think we might nick something late on. It kind of had that feel about it. But playoff chances didn't go today. The playoff chances went with the run we had in February, March. There are a number of games you can look at, so lots of what ifs and if onlys. But ultimately the table doesn't line over the season. Not quite had enough.
Tom Watson put in a pretty special performance today in terms of making some big saves. Signed a contract. Well, had his contract extended this week.
Yeah.
Big future for Tom in the game.
I think there is. Wigan rate very highly, and you can see why. I think he's grown and matured and learned a lot from his spell with us this season. I suspect he'll go out next season somewhere a little bit higher and have another season of learning. I do think he'll make it as a pro in the game. I think he's got all the attributes. I think he's calm. He distributes well, and he's a great shot stopper. A couple of saves he made today where things were put across the box, and his movement, speed of movement, and bravery to go and spread. As good as you'll see anywhere from a goalkeeper. He was excellent again, and he has been most of the season. I've seen his name mentioned in a few play of the year shouts, and you can see why.
And we move to Macclesfield at home next week to sort of bow the season out. You're looking for a bumper crowd for that to sort of congratulate the team on what's been a good year.
Yeah, I think we will get a good crowd in. We saw the crowd today; they were excellent, and we went round and spoke. The lads all kind of went and shook hands and thanked them. The crowd have meant a lot to us this season. We've given them something. We've kept things alive all the way to April, and I think the fans have appreciated that. And even when things haven't gone our way, the work rate and the effort has been there from players, and fans recognise that. So hopefully we can get down to City Park, and it's a bit of a dead rubber. But I'd love to be in Macclesfield. We've had two good games against them. We've lost by the odd goal either side, and it'd be nice to go out with a win.
And looking ahead to next season, we'll talk about. We'll have an interview after the end of the season. Yeah. But thoughts on trying to keep this team together?
Conversations have started. I think we're going to keep most of the players we want to keep. There's a few more conversations to be had, and they'll carry on probably for the next few weeks. And we've got some targets in mind. But I think if we can keep the spine of what we've got. Excuse me. If we can keep the spine of what we've got and add a little bit, I think we can go slightly better than this year. So, watch this space. We'll start to announce things as we firm them up.
It's all about building blocks. You've sort of had a really good season this season off the back of some of the work that you've done over the last two, and it's just about building on that for next season now.
It is. It's about keeping momentum and trying to keep together what we've got. We have certain principles that we will stick to, and we've got players that understand that, and we want to keep them around. The reality is, though, when you're doing well at this level, there are teams at a level above and a level above that, and teams at our level with bigger budgets, and they're always kind of knocking at the door, so lads can have their heads turned. I think that will happen. I suspect we'll lose a couple because of that. Hopefully lads are going higher rather than going to our league, and that's fine. I've always said good young players coming in, I want them to progress. I'll never stand in the way of a player who can go and get into the National League North or higher. But I'm hopeful we don't lose many to kind of direct competitors in our league, and that's a big thing for me. I think players bought into what we do. I think the fans are a great part of that. Talking to players, it's a real club. It's a great club to play for, and it's the whole thing. It's the volunteers, it's the board, it's the management team, it's the coaching that we give them. It's the atmosphere. It's the fact that we trust them. We don't use many players. We're not constantly turning players over, and you get 2 weeks and you're out. And it's the fans and it's the atmosphere on a match day, and I think that will be a big factor in hopefully keeping the bulk of this squad together and going again next year and giving it another right good go.
Thanks, David.
Cheers, Nathan.